Тренуємо природний рух думки на англійській мові. Будуємо живу зв'язну відповідь через 7 кроків. Цими кроками є сходинки веселки. I feel like what I'm saying is that's what I meant earlier, then that's bring us to, plus also, real quick, but also. I feel like you're not even hearing me. This whole thing is getting weird. We're dragging this for no reason. Something's off here. You already know that. Why are you being so quiet? I don't know. I just feel like something's off. Are you mad at me? Not mad. I just feel like you're not really getting my point. What I'm saying is this is not that deep, is we need to chill for a second. I'm not trying to start drama. This could have been handled better. You missed the point. So you think everything's my fault? No, what I'm saying is we both messed up. Are you telling me to leave? No, what I'm saying is we need space. That's what I meant earlier. You just didn't catch it. When I said the vibe changed, but I said it badly about things feeling off. Oh, so you were talking about the tension, not the topic. Exactly. That's what I meant earlier. So the problem wasn't the words, it was the tone. Yeah, that's what I meant earlier. And that brings us to the actual problem, to why this got messy, as to the part nobody wants to say, to the bigger issue here. Okay, we talked about what happened, right, and that brings us to what had happened. So if everyone feels drained, then what? And that brings us to burnout. Plus, I was already tired. The timing was terrible. Nobody explained anything. It just made everything worse. I really wasn't in the mood. Why didn't you go? I was exhausted, plus I wasn't feeling social at all. Why was she so upset? She was already stressed, plus he said it in the worst way. Also, real quick, can I say something? That's not exactly what happened. We skipped a huge detail. Can we go back for a sec? Okay, I think that's everything. Also, real quick, we still haven't talked about the main issue, so we're done here. Also, real quick, I need to clear something up. But also, I get where you're coming from. That doesn't make it okay. It's not that simple. You can't ignore the context. Yeah, he handled it badly, true, but also he was clearly overwhelmed, so she was just being rude, maybe, but also she might have been having a really bad day. I feel like something's off. What I'm saying is this whole thing got weird. That's what I meant earlier when I said the vibe changed, and that brings us to the real problem, plus nobody was being clear. Also real quick, the timing was bad, but also I get why people reacted that way. I feel like something's off. What I'm saying is this feels weird. That's what I meant earlier, and that brings us to the real issue. Plus, nobody said anything clearly. Also, real quick, the timing was bad, but also, I get it. You've been quiet all day. Yeah, I feel like something's off. Do you want to stay longer? Not really. I feel like going home. Why are you looking at me like that? I feel like you're upset with me. So you don't like the idea. What I'm saying is we need a better plan. Are you angry at me? No, what I'm saying is I need some space, so we should cancel everything. What I'm saying is we should slow down a bit. See why you were worried? Yeah, that's what I meant earlier. So the problem is the timing, right? Exactly, that's what I meant earlier. You meant it felt awkward, not that? Yes, that's what I meant it earlier. We talked about the problem, what now? And that brings us to the next step. So nobody really understood the task, right? And that brings us to the real issue. The plan sounds good, but we're late, and that brings us to the timing problem. Okay, let's finish this. Also, real quick, I need to ask one thing. So that's the whole story? Also, real quick, you missed one detail. We can leave now. Also, real quick, can I grab my bag? He was wrong, true, but also he was under pressure. I get why she left. Yeah, but also she could have explained it better. This is good, maybe, but also it might be too risky. Why didn't you answer? I was busy, plus my phone was dead. Why don't you like this place? It's too noisy, plus it's expensive. Why was she so stressed? She was tired, plus she had too much work.